It's just,
And I don't care who you are, what psycho on the internet you are, I will make sure that we get the information to the family about what you are doing, how to protect themselves, and that crematorium from being fucking harassed.
right, because that's what's going
The
to end up.
narrative that you're spinning is not what anything, any of the argument was, any of the discussion, any of the fundraising, not any of it.
Right.
You made that up in your fucking head, and I'm not
Yeah.
at liberty to have to defend it.
And somebody said it yesterday. It's not just, you don't, people, I had to come up with $3,600
It's hard.
within a day, within a few days. I mean, it went so quick that my mother couldn't do it. And I wasn't going to leave my dad there.
Well, then there's taxes. Like they're going to have to file his taxes at the end of the year, right? There's all these
Yeah.
final expenses in his life, the utilities, all of that. Nobody is considering that.
Yep. There's
So
bills.
even though we're recouping the cost for that, the family.
I just wanted you to know, RT, I, I felt safe coming into you. Um,
And I like to keep this. It's gone. I yeeted it.
okay. Yeah. Lots of prayers and strength for them, for Blue.
I'm not
But
dealing with people who continuously cause more of that behavior on this app either.
they don't. Now, honestly, people need to understand that when somebody is that close to somebody and that person is in a crisis in life,
I think
these
Blue is
negative
also.
people can hurt that person that's struggling right now even more.
I think Blue is also having the realization after finding out what actually he passed from that it could be them. There's a lot of extra thoughts going on up there, and it's really put them in a crisis spot. And I'm glad they went to the crisis center. I really am.
Trish, the name that came in, is that what you're asking?
I needed the troublemaker that I didn't want in here.
In my chat. Just jumped.
That's great for Mikey, but none of his story is straight, and it's probably going to result in a restraining order. And if he shows up and continuously harasses that place, he'll probably be arrested for disturbing the peace. Yeah, because the crematory is going to be made aware of the threats he made for no reason. Because did you know that Google is free and he doesn't need to go harass anybody? Note the location, please. It's not fake. Nobody ever said it was.
He said that he could go into your shopping pages, but he couldn't go into the GoFundMe.
That's really weird because I clicked on the GoFundMe from my own fucking profile.
Yeah, and he also plans on harassing the people that donate.
Yeah, see right there. You just click on the link tree, click on that, and you click on the GoFundMe. It goes right there. How does it not work?
He was doing something on his phone, and he said VPN was blocked or something like that. Something to do with the VPN.
I don't have a VPN. It's not even my GoFundMe. It's the brothers. It's got his fucking name as the creator at the bottom. How is it my
Right.
GoFundMe?
I went and looked at it.
We are halfway there. Oh, we're at 1440, a little over halfway. Since we've been live, 35 more bucks has been raised.
Your Cash App.
I'm not taking Cash Apps. What are you talking about? I get direct deposit to my Cash App. You're not going to get anything for fraud. My paycheck, it goes from my employer to my Cash App. I'm not taking donations in my Cash App for anything. Coffee. Anybody want to buy RT coffee? Link in bio. RT says what? You want to buy me coffee? Rockstar today.
Sorry, no Cash App, no
Yeah,
PayPal.
yeah. And Mikey, that just shows that you're being malicious with your phone, that you have a VPN, and that is what is causing you the problem from being able to access it from a country that doesn't allow GoFundMe. So it's just showing that you are being malicious with your VPN. That's why you can't access it, you technological genius.
See, RT, that's what I like about you.
You
I
can't
always
argue with irrational people. He's going to dig himself to China on whatever conspiracy he thinks he's planning because he knows he's in the wrong. He's been bullied about it all night and he's blocked a million fucking accounts and they're telling him so. Go play with Florida Man. Go back to that argument. Go bother Florida Man. Florida Man is the reason this family is being harassed. That's literally why I dropped out of the box and told him he was in the wrong. Like, this has got to stop because this fucking psycho is now over here taking it out on the family. He will block you if you don't agree, correct. And then you got that psycho Dana who just agrees with everything that he does. Trust, the funeral home will be made aware of his presence. He will be trespassed, and if he continues, he will be arrested. We will make sure of it. And if he continues to harass the family, they will take out a restraining order. I mean, it's really that simple. That family doesn't know him. He has made countless threats. Petty has been live threatening everybody and creating a false narrative that the man with the receipts can obviously prove Petty's a fucking liar. And you can donate anonymously, and other people just don't believe dumbasses like that. You're going to threaten me with people, like, they don't even show up for welfare checks on people. You got to be dancing in the middle of the fucking street in traffic, and even then it might take 2 hours for them to show up. We don't have the resources here. Go ahead and threaten all you fucking want with everything. You look stupid. These people are doing, yeah, exactly. It's disgusting. And the best thing to do is not engage with them, not continue to like stream and go back and forth. What Florida Man did yesterday was not helpful. I said something and I left the fucking live because doxing people is not cool. Mikey's over there threatening to put up somebody else's dead relatives this morning. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this was my point. You guys going back and forth, it never ends. But that's what you want. That's what you fucking want. But this family doesn't want anything to do with you. They're in shock and horror that you have taken it this far. The GoFundMe literally says, it was very sudden and devastating. It's support for the loved ones to recoup the cost that they had to pay for and will continue to accrue after death because there's still final things that have to be done that none of you are taking into consideration while you sit out here and have all of the answers for everything except your own lives. He would be. That's why I fucking that was the last parting words when I left the box is just keep in mind, what would Hair Junkie do?
He wouldn't want this. He would want the laughs.
The man going on for fucking 8 hours about doxing people and yelling at Mikey. That wasn't it. I can guarantee it. I didn't know the man that well, but I can also tell you that like after 8 hours of that, he would not be happy with it.
I can see him with his haircut and scissors. Come on, people.
Some of the AI photos that have been created of him are so adorable.
Yes. And holding them scissors.
That's what I want to keep seeing flooding my feed. Keep flooding with the positive light because these people are going to get drowned out. Do not go live all day and argue with them. Keep Hair Junkie alive. Don't talk about them. Talk about him. Please. The more that you spread the light and continue to remain positive in the face of the evil, the good will prevail.
Yeah.
Do not sink down to their level. Do not. We can all look at Mikey and know that the man is not sane, he is not okay, and he should be felt as a threat to the family. Right? We can all look at somebody like that and use our better judgment that if he was ranting to his phone on the street, imagine Mikey walking down the street, looking the way he does, holding his phone in his hand and talking like that.
If I had a little one, I'd be pulling that little
You
one.
would probably go to the other side of the street, right?
Yep.
Right?
And I'm tatted. I'm tatted up. But if I had a child, that child would, let's go across the street. Yeah, I'd be looking at it as a great big old pit bull.
He reminds me of a rejected MS-13 member.
Or J. Or T. Yeah, I'm not belittling somebody's looks. Believe me, I'm not.
No, it's his behavior too. It's the whole, I want to be a cholo but will never fit the criteria.
Right.
I'm going to try anyway type thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to be a hard ass type thing. Yeah, no, I just mean the whole vibe.
The whole aura, the whole shebang.
It's like he tried and was rejected.
I don't know what to think about this, RT. It affects me being a loving, caring woman. And I have had...
Let me just change the background, and we're just going to promote Hair Junkie. Link in bio in the root tree.
Look at that. Handsome.
40. We're a little over halfway there to help this family out to recoup their expenses. Yeah.
Remember that smile.
Such a diva.
Just, ooh, snap them fingers, sway them hips, and tell it how it is, Hair Junkie.
They do not like to see people come together with love and support for anything because A, it's not for them. And they crave that. They want that attention, but just like a Facebook algorithm, whether it's a like or an angry face, the algorithm doesn't care. It's a reaction. And that's all these people are willing. Well, they are so low in life that they are willing to resort to just taking any reaction, whether it's favorable or unfavorable.
Right.
They are done trying to please anybody because they are so fucking miserable that all they can do is make people angry.
Hair Junkie had
a misunderstanding and being shit humans. They're in a full-time relationship with it. You're not.
Right. And Hair Junkie had a special way in his voice, in his tone, that if you were having the worst day and you just scrolled through the FYP page and there was that laugh and your bad day was gone because of a simple smile or a simple laugh.
I have scrolled through so many lies where he has said some off-the-wall stuff.
I have cried. I have cried. I have smiled. I have laughed. I have chuckled at all of the flooding of this man, of this person.
This is literally why I'm live, is to offer you guys a place to safely not deal with being attacked in this fucking insanity. I was sound asleep yesterday because I had worked all night. If I would have known it was going on, I would have got my ass up like, what the fuck are you doing? This was ridiculous. This is uncalled for. You have made up a bunch of things that are not true in the story that you are operating off of. And let's go back. And what's not helping is people are not going back to, that's not the argument. You are making a false statement to start with. You should be operating on, it's paid for, we're helping the family, we asked them, what is your problem? There's no scam.
Right. Too Tall has said it multiple times. Bless her soul. You have said it multiple times. Megan has said it multiple times. There's two people out here flapping their lips when they should be shutting up.
Nobody said that it wasn't paid for. Absolutely nobody.
Nobody. It was
Nobody has
to
said that.
help
These
the
people have
family.
made that up as their argument to come out here and their reasoning for this fucking behavior. I like offering you guys a place to come talk about them and reflect and share in a positive way, that you're not going to be attacked for doing it. If that motherfucker is streaming, let him stream. I'm not going to sit here and argue with a crazy son of a bitch.
Sometimes it's just
You
better
can't
off
argue with
walking away.
crazy.
Yeah, you can't. You can't win.
You're not going to win. What's the point? Go, okay, you're right. Go be crazy.
Just
Nobody's going to
leave.
submit to your crazy delusions except for your psych nurse so they can get you your meds.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, good morning, everyone. How are y'all?
Hey, honey.
Hey, I just wanted to mention one thing. I can't remember if it was PP last night or the reject Cholo, but I think it was PP. He said he made it a point to mention that HJ's family should have been basically prepared to financially be be able to.
Expected death. Okay, at
Pretty
41.
much, yes, ma'am.
The
And
arguments were so sick. They were
I
sick.
know, and God forbid any of those people have to unexpectedly bear the burden of burying a loved one.
We
It's
didn't.
just,
Right. We didn't. I'm sorry. We
no, you're
didn't expect my daddy to get up, put in a pork roast in the crock pot, and lay down before his doctor's appointment, and my mother walk out and find him the way she found him
I'm sorry.
on my grandson, on his great grandson's first birthday.
I'm so
And
sorry.
all of this is coming from a man whose kid was crying and screaming in the background, from what I heard,
Yeah.
while he ignored his own child's needs for TikTok bullshit that he was out here lying about. What was the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the baby needed to go to bed. He was done for the day. I just, oh, people are sickening.
I also heard him make a comment one time in his live. Don't worry about muting yourself in a box whenever your child's crying in the background. It's fine. It's
But they're the
fine.
first ones to sit there and judge.
Right.
I've heard that too. I've recorded it.
It's I don't know. It's hard to it's hard
to
to
digest, so
comprehend.
the best way to handle it is not to eat at that table.
Right.
Quit giving yourself that energy to even react to it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow yourself that anger.
Yes.
Focus on where it's needed.
Yeah.
Caitlin said it right there. Hair junkie, from what I seen of hair junkie, and Blue even said it. Hair junkie would give the shirt off his back if needed.
And he would.
And he's getting
fucked up things that have been said and done over there recorded. Not really of recent. I haven't really paid attention. Half the time when I go by, he's doing some like classes on stock markets and shit.
Yeah, he started doing that last night too.
Maybe he needs to go back to doing that because he's certainly not putting any good out on this app when it comes to awareness these days. He didn't do his fucking research. Idiot.
I just
get so sick of these fucking people. I truly do.
It just really makes me mad. It reminds me of my family reunion. Everybody would come
Right?
for the food.
That's why I don't go. That's why I don't go. My mother usually ruins it.
We call it the poor side.
My mom's family is fucking great. I don't know where they got her from. Best thing I ever did was quit talking to her.
What happened with what, Brittany?
Yesterday, Brittany, with Pastor Petty, or with the shit with Mikey. Take your pick. Where do you want to start? RT recaps. The cat stole my heating pad. Mm-hmm. She's looking at me like, are you coming to sit back down here, or am I following you to the porch? Going outside. She's like, no, you're going to sit on me.
Oh, they're asking for a recap on what PP.
Pastor Petty went live yesterday because apparently CJ called the funeral home and they said it was paid for. What RT said to do when you called was ask why you can't donate through the Donate Now button because the GoFundMe wouldn't link to it when they created the shit. The brother paid for it on his credit card. The GoFundMe is to support his loved ones, to recoup the costs of unexpectedly burying a loved one, right? And what they did is made up a story and said that his brother is estranged and he's scamming the internet. His brother's the one with Hair Junkie's phone who's been in communication about all of this with Too Tall. We went to him and asked him, what can we do to help the family? He had created this 2 days before it ever made it to TikTok. None of these people did their research to do any of that. They just made some shit up, went to the internet, and then they incited mass harassment for everybody to call the funeral home to see if it had been paid for. I said, that's great, but that's not the argument. This was for the family that had to pay for this unexpectedly to help ease the burden. That's literally what it's being raised for. Nobody said that the funeral wasn't paid for. It's always been about helping the family.
And nobody has collected.
Nobody's collected money.
Everybody has directed them. Don't give it to me.
Directly.
Give it to the page.
And the family gave Megan permission for the shirts, so Mikey is over there making up more shit. And threatening to show up to the funeral home to do an interview tomorrow of all the funeral costs. That in a funeral can be various different costs depending on what you choose. And Google is not Mikey's friend because he could have seen the averages in rural Illinois for these costs.
I think you can add another name in there, Nikki, because what I scrolled into, I scrolled out real quick after like 2 minutes and came back over here. And I wanted to be the respectful person and let RT know that.
I got known. I got let know. I was laying here doing my seek and find hidden picture puzzles, and I'm like, motherfucker. And I'm like, everybody's up on the East Coast. I might as well go live and make an announcement.
I'm Central, and I've only had an hour and a half.
5 a.m. here, but I usually stay up all night because I work second, third shift, so I usually split my.
No, I backed away when I got threatened to be doxxed.
He was aware of the health problems, but the people who know and loved him were not. Damn, that plant sure brightened up after giving it some water.
And that's what I was saying, RT. My father told us that he was in remission from the C word. He was not. And therefore, he went to sleep and, yeah.
There was a little woodpecker.
We don't know if, like I tell my kids, I call my kids daily
Here comes the fucking
before I go to work, and I say, I just want to say I love you. And then when I get home from work, I call my kids again and say, I just wanted to tell you I love you.
Where did the bird go? I wonder if it flew past her because she tried to jump up and get something.
Well, look at the kitty.
Well, there was a woodpecker over there on one of those trees. I kept hearing this little tap, and that's why I kept looking over, like, what the fuck was that? And the cat heard it too.
Yeah, we believe so. I believe Hair Junkie didn't want anybody to.
Nobody knew the extent of his health problems. He started getting really bad. I think Blue said he had dropped him out of the box because he thought he was drunk. I don't know if it was possibly ammonia levels or he really was. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wasn't there. I do know I know a lot of other creators on this app who suffer from the same addictions and complications, and that I hope to God that this is used as a. She's apparently off the app until Thursday. A lot of people who were attacked for this yesterday, who this is just too much for, have decided to take some personal time off. And I can't blame them. That's what PTO is for.
For their mental, they're doing what they feel is right. And
they do not deserve to be attacked for this.
No.
Family does not deserve this kind of harassment. And I wholeheartedly will take part in making sure that Mikey is held accountable for his behavior.
Please do.
That's like, I will get Bougie involved, and I don't even like Bougie. I don't even fuck with her.
And RT, that
restraining orders need to be filed. The link is in my link tree. If you go to my profile, there's a little link in it. If you click that, it'll open up. It'll have like YouTube, Instagram, but the top one is my link tree. If you click that, it'll take you to a list of links, and the top one is Hair Junkie.
And no, RT, that
the family. None of us are touching it.
Hair Junkie is giving you guys big hugs right now. He is giving you guys hugs from above.
And to all of the people who tried to shame me in that live that, Florida man needs to do what he needs to do to get Mikey and everybody to stop, this is not helpful. As you can see, it made it worse. You encouraged to make it worse. You don't care about that family. You don't care about Hair Junkie. It's not about him or his family to you, or else you would not have encouraged this fucking behavior yesterday.
Nor do they care about,
disgusting.
Nor do they care about other people's mental health.
Nope. All they care about is the drama.
But everybody screams, mental health matters, mental health matters.
Only when it's theirs and they can't take what they dished out.
Right. Look at what Mikey did to Mallory.
I just left Mallory alone after a while because I made the point I was trying to make, and if you continue to beat somebody with the same point, it at some point becomes harassment. She
didn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that harassment. You don't. I don't. Nobody does. We come on.
A lot of people don't know that I will send Mal messages behind the scenes. We don't talk like that. We'll meet up in lives, but I will send her something. Like if I see something, I will message her. Like I don't hate people. Like everybody thinks one thing out here, and RT this, but that's between me and Mal, or me and Train, or me and who the fuck ever, not between me and you and them. Right. What you think about it doesn't matter to me. My relationship with that person and what you think about it are like apples and fucking oranges.
See, and I like having this one-on-one with you, RT, where before it was like the whole entire boxes were filled. And
I can't deal with that. My ADHD, and that's why I get mad and I drop people and I get short. It's just too much stimulation.
My mental, I go into the fight or flight, and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to fly. I'm just going to fly.
That's the best thing to do, because the fighting part is where the problems lie. So what if you are a runner and a track star? What the fuck does these lowlifes on the internet's opinion matter to you?
Come to me one-on-one. Don't come at me 6-on-1.
But they can't do that. They can't do that.
And don't blame me for what somebody said in the background when I took care of it. That's all I'm going to say.
You're too tired to run. You spent your whole life chasing criminals. Your fucking pastor, though, he definitely needs, like, his parole extended. He really slipped up yesterday, not doing his research at all. Like, fucking none. He did none of it. I'm really disappointed in what he did yesterday. I truly am. I thought the man held a better platform than to spread false information. He had the misinformation highway yesterday. He just made up a whole bunch of shit, and that's what the problem is. Everybody keeps arguing with them over their argument instead of making the right one. That's why I keep going back. Hey, no. Nobody ever said the funeral wasn't paid for. You're operating on erroneous assumptions. Let's not. Good morning, Amanda. That's where the problem lies, right there. You're fighting about something that doesn't exist. You solve your problem right there.
A good detective would know every nick and cranny.
Mm-hmm.
A bad detective looks over.
Especially before going to your platform and inciting your minions to go hate and harass somebody. You're responsible for inciting a riot.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I getting involved? You must have missed a few chapters. So obviously, since you've missed a few chapters, you're not even fucking aware of how I'm involved. And you don't belong here. Yeah. You need to go back to the Hallie not Berry part.
Wow.
There.
The hate at my time, 8 o'clock in the morning. Did somebody wake up and forget to eat their Wheaties or Cheerios or
Somebody
honey?
pissed in them.
You know, RT, that donut looks really, really good. Will you have
These
one?
are those like ones that you get, you know, them croissant rolls and all that. These aren't the Hostess ones. Those suck anymore. These are those donuts in the croissant area.
Well, will you eat one for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, and I'm going to give a Snickers to that hangry person who's a few chapters behind.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Break a tooth on a.
Apparently, RT is out here speaking truth because that's the only time they start hating. Is when I make sense.
I wish people would shut their mouths, open their ears and their eyes, and read the whole entire paragraph. Quit picking out pieces.
They won't. It clearly says right here to support the family who had to pay for this, the brother, on his credit card. And now suddenly Mikey's a funeral cost expert when Google is free. He wants to go harass people he doesn't even know because Florida man made him mad. Florida man doesn't speak for the family. Google is free.
And that's not counting, you know, if you want little extra.
And it says that.
Necklaces.
That's the bare minimum of what he paid for.
Or if he had any metal inside him at the time.
It's at the upper end of the direct cremation for what he, you know, he obviously didn't go bougie because it could get worse.
Right. You know, it costs to get the metal removed before you get put in the cremation. My kids laugh because I've got like, I don't know, 6 different metal pieces in me. I told them, lay me down before they come get me. Lay me down. I can't feel nothing. Take it out.
Yours is in the National Cemetery and it was still $9,000.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't have to pay for the plot, but you still had to pay for everything fucking else around it. See, is he planning on burying it? You know what? I heard Mikey say that he saw somebody on Florida Man's video. There was some kind of crime going on. Maybe Mikey's going because it's only 25 minutes from his house. Maybe he's threatening to hurt his mama. Maybe there needs to be a welfare check on Mikey's mom because he's looking up funeral information and looking at how much it costs to cremate people. I'm a little concerned because that man is crazy, obviously.
Now that you said that, that makes sense.
You know, I am really concerned for the health and welfare of Mikey's mom. Why would you be? And he has no explanation, I heard, for why he wants people to watch how much it costs. Are you trying to incite other people to harm their parents? Are you looking for life insurance money? Did Pastor Petty give you ideas? Like, so many possibilities in that crazy man's mind could happen. I think people need to quit feeding him.
Not my circus. Holy cow.
I'm really concerned about his mom. Especially with all those Goodbye Earl videos. Yeah. Mikey's mom, I think, is in danger. His delusions are getting to him. He's now plotting funeral home excursions under the guise of harassing somebody's family. So weird.
A deceased
man's family who he didn't even know. All because he doesn't like Megan. Who the fuck is Megan? Is what the cops are going to ask. Who's Megan? Can you see Mikey at the police station? We're going to need audio for Megan's profile for that. Cop going, who is Megan? Good morning, LaRaza. Yeah, see? He doesn't need to go do all that. He could just do some research right within his chat and ask his knowing, all-knowing audience who loves to agree with him and feed his delusions. He has to earn his separate. Yeah, everybody's different depending on your location.
When I was in Iowa, it cost me $36 to cremate he's my stepfather, but I call him my father.
Do me a favor though, Nicole. That's the problem, is you're watching it. The best thing to do to these people is watch those numbers drop. Think about television networks, ABC, NBC. They cancel shows all the time for what? Low viewers. These people will cancel themselves when the viewers quit watching their disgusting behavior because they're no longer getting the response that they're looking for. Because all these people want with rage baiting is what? Your reaction. If you're not there to give it, they don't get the satisfaction that they're looking for.
Raza, the GoFundMe is still up.
Yeah, you just need to block. Yeah, the GoFundMe it's in my link tree in my bio. If you go to my profile, it's still there. It is still going. Even if they report it, he has the evidence that something has happened. GoFundMe will do their little investigation and then release the funds to him. It's already paid for, like I said, so they're not impeding on anything. His credit card statement will be due next month. You know what I mean? So hopefully by then it'll be released. And, you know, any investigation, it's usually pretty short-lived, especially with proof. And all of that. So we don't need to worry about that. We need to worry about trying, just to love and support this family from being harassed. And whatever Florida man, that's why I left the live yesterday and told Florida man I didn't agree with what he was doing, because it just keeps this going. And look what happened. Now he's going to show up tomorrow.
I must have missed something. I know that he said somebody's name, but I think I had to take out my earbud due to work. What happened with Florida?
With who?
Florida man. Did he dox somebody?
He doxed CJ. When I was in the box before I left, and the reason I spoke up is he was getting mad, I guess, at CJ for calling the funeral home. And then he went on to dox her job and threatened to call, and it was like, hey man, like, this is going to continue going on. Well, then I guess it went to Mikey at some point in time, because Mikey, I guess in the clips I got, was replaying Florida Man's live and responding to it, and some other shit or something, or a video he had Florida Man playing, and it was going on, and it was he was mad because Mikey was threatening to show up to the funeral home. So Florida Man kept going on and threatening to do more shit, and of course was antagonizing Mikey. And now Mikey's going to do it all just because Florida Man pissed him off. Well, the family isn't Florida Man. So now you're going to go harass a family because Florida Man made you mad.
Right. Right.
Yeah, Florida Man can keep talking bad on me, and anybody who supports that is gross, because look at what Mikey's doing today. And like the family is probably going to have to get restraining orders to stop the harassment. Because what Florida Man did antagonized that crazy fucking man, and he went off all night. Still going off from what I heard.
All because
Every one of them people who supported that behavior over there, because it's not helping Hair Junkie's family. Hair Junkie's family, he wants to go interview every one of the family members' siblings and ask about that GoFundMe. Do they deserve that based off of their internet beef? Fuck Florida Man and fuck him for continuing to argue with each other. Grow up. Neither one of you are men. You're
But then
disgusting.
I did hear something about Florida Man was going to match donations.
At that point, you know what? We got it. We'll do it ourselves. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't need that kind of help. If that's the kind of help you have to offer, keep it. Truly, that's how everybody feels. Florida Man did nobody any favors yesterday, and I don't give a fuck what he had to say. He made it worse. Let Florida Man do what he has to do to take care of it. He ain't taking care of it. Look at what he created.
He's making a mess.
He's making a huge mess for the family who doesn't even understand this TikTok world. Oh, he's back off the planet again. Currently. That's literally why I went live. I got clips.
I hope Smash clocked him.
He better not show up, because we're going to alert the funeral home of what he looks like and that he has no good intentions other than a TikTok story. And all of his research can be done online.
Yeah, I think that's what people are doing is
Here we go, right here.
they're going to the GoFundMe and they're seeing who put their name. And that's one thing that I didn't.
And if you get harassed by listen to me. If you get harassed by anybody for publicly donating to a GoFundMe, I want you to report it to your police department. Report it as harassment, because it only helps to bolster the family. Do not argue with these people.
Right.
Deal with it quietly. If you need information, come quietly. Do not sit in a box and scream about it, because that is what antagonizes these assholes.
And my suggestion is if you're in there, in one of their lives.
He thinks Megan was going is why he decided to go. He's out of his fucking mind. At no point in time did Megan, this is ridiculous. He needs to stop his infatuation with people.
I've never heard Megan say that.
I've never heard her say it either. He was going after her for the shirts that she had permission from the family to do. They are well aware. You know, and she doesn't have to give him over the name of everybody who asked for a shirt. He is not part of any of this. The cops will tell him it's none of your fucking business.
And we're wasting
Everybody's time.
including our police department. They're
All right, honey. It is published. These people have went and made up narratives and arguments that do not exist. Nobody said it wasn't paid for. This is literally to support the family for the costs. We asked, what can we do? Nobody's forcing anybody. So what if the funeral was paid for? It was paid for on a fucking credit card that a guy really couldn't afford. It was highly unexpected. Nobody's asking TikTok to pay for it. There's a lot of people who asked what can they do to help. We're sharing it. That's what you could do. All the rest you don't need to be doing. And if you want to donate anonymously because that psycho Mikey's on the internet with tattoos all over his face threatening donators, then you go right ahead and do that. Yeah, it isn't. And that family didn't do anything to this man to deserve any of it either. It's fucking crazy to me. But it is crazy, and so is Mikey, like legally insane. And it's rage bait. Because think about it, he's getting gifts and attention. All of these people who are doing this have had their gifts on. Mr. Petty, I didn't expect him to go this low without doing any research whatsoever. I don't know who did his research for him that he ran to the internet, but he's got some crow to fucking eat. I hope he spent his night doing his fucking research and is figuring out the best way to come out here and save his ass.
Tell the truth. I like that comment. Because I could say something. I'm going to say it. If you have $850, why are you still living in a white van?
I'm not going to judge people because if I had the choice to live in a van down by the river and not be fucking like, frozen to death in Alaska, I would.
I love it.
It would be my choice, so I don't judge that. But from the sounds of it, it's, for other reasons. So I get it. But like I said,
I'm in a
his beef and Mikey's beef are not my problem. They can beef all they want, but leave Hair Junkie in this situation the fuck out of it.
Mother Moon, he doesn't live in a van? Then I'm a couple chapters behind. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it's really none of my business how people choose to live, whatever makes them happy, But
I love camp life.
They can. Me too. I live in the forest. They can beef all they want with each other and do whatever they want to each other. You leave Hair Junkie, his family, and everybody else to fuck alone because they're not part of your beef. It is unfortunate, and Pastor Petty needs to do better. People look to him for accurate, information, and what he did yesterday was misinformation.
Right.
Mikey's been live all night screaming and hollering that he's going over to the funeral home all because of Florida Man yesterday. It's Florida Man's fault that Mikey is mad and going to harass the family and the funeral home.
He's going to be that one family.
To get funeral costs that he could just ask Google for. And he's going to stream it because he needs content. And he's going to leave his gifts on, I'm sure.
And every live that I've been in, and they've been talking on Hair Junkie, all gifts have been shut off.
Yep, mine are off.
And I absolutely adore that.
And I have asked people for some grace, because as a creator, you get used to going live and just hitting that button and don't even think about it, because you have to shut them off every time. They don't stay off. TikTok wants their cut of your live. That's what I'm going to help, manifest. the crematory will be aware with his threats and that he has no good intentions when he comes there. It is all malice to harass a family of a loved one that they have taken care of. I feel that maybe Mikey's mom might be in danger, and that he's plotting, funeral expenses and a TikTok scam to bury his mom in the future. I feel his mom's in danger. I feel he's had a psychotic break, and he needs to be, checked
Right.
out.
Really. Right. They should immediately.
So and then if he does show up, he can be trespassed, and then we all know Mikey will sit there and argue and not go away, and then he can be arrested for disturbing the peace, and then we can all have our peace on that too.
Mother Moon, I totally agree with you.
But it's disturbing me that he continuously blames Florida Man for the harassment that he wants to do for the family, and Florida Man has nothing to do with the family. He inserted himself into this yesterday. He was not part of this other than, like the hair junkie support group the other day, and trying to show love and support. This is not love and support for hair junkie. This is like not helping his family in any way. And pathetic. Is that a new word for Pastor Petty? Pathetic? I like it.
I do too.
I do. Even if it was a spelling error, it's great. It's pathetic.
And I also like
you just made up a whole new fucking name for him.
Mikey the Hobbit. I read that wrong at first. I thought it said Mikey the Hobbit.
No, me and Megan, I think it was
I like it.
February? I think it was February. I don't even remember. But yeah, I think I misspelled his stuff in her chat or something, and then we just fucking kept it. Fuck it.
It's perfect. I like the way you ladies think. It's perfect. I am just completely disgusted. I need Megan to stay calm, though, because I know Megan's not calm right now.
I know.
I need her to. Those of us who are calm are the ones that need to do the speaking right now. We'll take turns.
Hi, Buddha. You're probably a silent watcher, but hi.
I was a silent watcher until I got.
I probably don't want to hear what Mikey said about Blue, because Mikey is an irrational, illogical human that I cannot take seriously.
Oh, I know. I already know. I already know Mikey.
Nobody takes him seriously, including the legal professionals, the health professionals, or any professional person.
Mikey,
there's my buddy.
Blue, good morning, honey. How are you doing this morning?
I've been asking about you every live. Anybody heard from Blue? How's Blue? How's Blue? How's Blue? How's Blue?
RT, I am going to back down.
Okay,
Blue,
sweetheart.
I hope you're hanging in there, bud. Nothing but prayers and hugs.
Not the one is live talking about showing up to a funeral home to interview the funeral home about costs, because Florida Man spent all night harassing, aggravating, and doxing people because of Pastor Petty's live with misinformation. So I'm just out here correcting information and allowing people a safe place to talk, straightening out the lies that Mikey's over there crazily spewing on the internet. Talking about how we don't need to go bother a funeral home. You know what that's like, though, don't you, Lala? Didn't Chris have to suffer through this when his dad died? I think we've already been through this, bitch. Yeah, we have. Yeah. I'm an expert by now, motherfucker. Shit. Forgot about that.
And this is just like, why? It's not like, I'm sorry, but even if his brother is just going to take the money and use it for himself, I really don't give a shit. It's not like he's asking for fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
He's not asking us, is the thing. He was asking his family
Exactly, his friends and family on Facebook. And then we asked for the link. I just think people are jealous because it went from 0 to
But
1,500
Lala,
overnight.
you're gonna love the correlation. All of these people screaming the loudest have their fucking gifts on, but they're
Even
screaming
though,
about everybody else scamming. Does this sound fucking familiar? I feel like it's deja fucking vu.
or don't forget about the
Oh,
man
we've
who
already
wants to
tried to
talk.
talk about insurance money. We've already been there. Pastor Petty said everybody should have life insurance. It's not
Oh yeah,
TikTok's responsibility. And that's when RT was like, tell that to the Texas flood victims' families, especially them girls at the camp. I want to hear you say that to them.
that breaks my heart. Absolutely breaks my heart. And did you hear the slight? This is what really made me upset. Did you hear the slight comment of whenever CJ was like, "Well, some people cannot afford it, right?" And Pastor Petty is all, well, they would rather buy smokes or something like that specifically, and that really made me want to punch him because he knew that hair junkie smoked. But still,
So, do my patients not deserve health care because they smoke? Am I supposed to just not treat people
right?
because they
This
choose to
shit is
smoke?
crazy, RT.
Isn't it?
Wild.
It
It's
is it
wild.
is fucking wild.
Hold on. Nobody even went live and said that the funeral wasn't paid for. We went to ask the family, what can we do to help? The brother put it on his fucking credit card.
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
Master
nobody's
Petty,
prepared, like not many people are prepared for death, okay?
Scammy Claus was live yesterday morning and was running her mouth about Megan and the shirts and all this shit. And people were flooding into my live saying that, oh, you can donate on the website and do all this. And I said, you can call. You can find out that you can't because the GoFundMe wasn't linked to the donate button when they put it up.
Right.
Call and verify it. So they called to find out if it was paid for. That wasn't the fucking question. And the GoFundMe does not say, and nobody has ever said that the funeral wasn't paid for. It was to
They
support the
need to know if
family.
it was paid for. That's none of their fucking business.
That's what they did, though. And then they gave out the number on live yesterday and had the internet call.
Oh,
And said
Jesus
that the
fucking
brother was a
Christ.
scammer, and then said that the brother was estranged from Hair Junkie. He's got his phone. He's got his cat. He's cleaning out his
Aww.
apartment. He's doing it all on his own. And this is what these people are choosing to do. And Mikey, because Florida Man decided to like try to dox and threaten everybody from that live yesterday because of like the Hair Junkie issue. Mikey is now threatening to bother the family and the
Whoa.
funeral home for internet attention with his gifts on, with all of their gifts on, because of his beef with Florida Man, that the family isn't even on this app.
Very true.
That's
Oh,
so
well, let's
crazy,
not
man.
forget that honestly, a lot of people were mad at Pathetti and were mad about a lot of shit that was said in the comments and stuff. And a lot of people said, I don't give a shit. All gloves are off. And to be honest, the people who were doxxed in the box came from one of their side. One of their side got mad about what Pathetti said and did yesterday. So, sorry. I said, this is what I said. I said, as long as it doesn't matter, involve children, underage children, I don't give a shit. Because what he said was ridiculous.
This whole morning he's been live just screaming at his phone about Florida Man, and he's doing it because of Florida Man, but the family has nothing to do with Florida Man. Nothing.
The family has asked to be left alone.
Yeah, and the gifts be off if they're going to be speaking on Hair Junkie. And
Jesus fucking Christ.
it's a big internet clout chase. I went to bed.
But RT, that's really like I hate that. I hate that because
You went through it.
people don't care until you're gone, and then when you are, like, it's fucking bullshit. It's
I said what I said to Florida man. I was getting eaten up in that cat toy. I don't care. I don't. You guys have heard me time and again. I don't support the back and forth. We have literally tried to like negate from doing that. Me, Lala, like everybody. You see the reaction on our side. People are mad. They want to fight about everything.
Yeah, I get it. I just that was ridiculous yesterday, and I get it. I could have said no, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it because the man posted a video in remembrance of Hair Junkie, had his full clothing line underneath there, had his little Pathetti's fucking clothing line underneath his fucking Hair Junkie's remembrance, that he did. And then that stupid commercial that he always plays that always comes whenever it starts up the fucking video, and that's not a YouTube commercial. This is a fucking commercial that someone sponsors him, I'm telling you. Because people who pay YouTube Premium don't have to watch that shit, and people still have to watch that shit. So he is monetizing off of a man who he drug and voted off the fucking island. And that's what made me mad.
People make me sick.
If the funeral home is aware of him going to be arriving, they'll have a picture of him. Trust. I mean, you can't miss him.
Absolutely. They sure will. I know about that.
Tattoos all over your face. They tend to notice that when you come
Yeah.
in.
If they don't want you at your funeral home, you won't be there. I promise you.
Away. They've already been made aware. You can do some research elsewhere. Unless you have a dead loved one you'd like to,
I wish someone would do this in fucking Louisiana. Like, this would be... You would walk up in that funeral home and they'd look at you like you fucking slap silly. Like, what the hell are you doing here?
What do is look terrible and make enough threads that TikTok just takes his live down and he can go make 57 more accounts.
He's already got 57 million other accounts. Whenever they were talking about him being live last night, I was like, which most demure, the 57th or the 58th?
The thing is, I am more like concerned about the people who believe him and support him, because it's obvious that he is insane. And I'm sure he was probably speaking on Train's daughter last night because he thinks that we don't talk anymore, and he's still stuck on that whole thing. Lala, that'll be funny.
Oh, shit. RT, oh, shit.
Did you see the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
Baby. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, there's that.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. We're not going to talk about that. Lala knows what it is.
I wasn't here.
You weren't here. Huh. Like I said, I'm just got...
TikTok is getting interesting.
Do I hate fucking kids' shoes? I'm over here looking for my daughter's shoes because we got to go to her speech therapy.
Which live and where you guys going to put it? I'll definitely let people know, because this is ridiculous. He needs to stop. What happened yesterday is Florida man continuing on and on. And honestly, if that's the kind of help that Florida man wants to offer, it's not wanted. Mikey's from this morning, please. If you can send me the link to the YouTube, or if you have it in your profile. Is it linked in your profile, Francine? Where do I find it? Because that's going to have to go to the family, because that is insane. And I hate to scare the family with a crazy man like that ranting at his fucking... Can you imagine people who don't do TikTok looking at Mikey screaming at his phone, making all these crazy accusations and threats? Do you think they're going to feel safe? They don't know if he's real or not, or serious, or what he's going to do. But I guarantee you, if he shows up, first thing they're going to do is go find a fucking restraining order. We like those around here, don't we, Lala?
We damn sure do.
You can't shut the fuck up on your own. We're going to help you out. Yeah, it's like you can see him coming. He's like got a caution sign all over his forehead. You couldn't imagine after having to deal with Mikey after losing your sister, I would have crashed out. Yeah, I couldn't imagine him showing up to a funeral service memorial, streaming for TikTok and raising a fuss and calling everybody scammers. What? To make sure it happens? You know what? The whole internet's going to be streaming it, Mikey. You don't have to go live to do it. Everybody's going to be doing it. They're all making shirts for it that you call the scam. Mittens, and you have it on your page, honey? Okay. Make sure I follow you. I'm so terrible about that. So I'm like, what is their screen name? There's always all these little icons and they never pop up and then I never friend anybody back. And it's like, fuck, I could never find anything. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to need both of those. He's a world-class piece of shit. And the harassment that he has incited to the family who don't even know him. I think Bougie needs to give us the best recommendation on how to fix this problem because she's most successful with it. Especially in that area. Seems to be the same people. Unfucking believable. But anyway, we've met 50% of our goal, helping the family. Thank you guys.
That's what I was just getting ready to ask. How much more do you have to go, RT?
We're at 1440 last I checked. And so there was a $2,800 goal, and which is pretty average for a basic direct cremation.
Absolutely, because I think we paid $1,800 and we didn't have a celebration of life. We didn't have urn. We didn't do any of that. And it was like $1,800.
And they're going to be doing like some big lives, you know, like everybody's trying to recoup their feelings from the loss, and they're going to get together and they're going to do stuff. And like I said, it's a credit card. He's got a balance till next month. And you know what I mean? So there's a little bit.
No, I will definitely share it out. I will repost. It absolutely is expensive.
It's in my link tree. I linked it in my link tree. I know Megan and a lot of people have it in theirs, but some people have like taken a break from the fucking internet because these people are insane.
And getting prepared, like most people are not prepared to pass away. Some people, you know, have their stuff together. Like my mom is one of them. She already has her stuff together and in her will, but most people do not have.
And most people are one paycheck away from homelessness. So how
absolutely
are they parents? That's just really presumptuous and very entitled to say. If anybody does want to help, the GoFundMe that is from the brother going directly to the family who is not a scammer, who paid for this on his credit card unexpectedly and really couldn't afford it. We went to him and asked him what he needed help with. And he had already established a GoFundMe for the family to help him out. And he shared it on his Facebook and he shared it to Too Tall. And that is what he said he could use help with. That is linked in my bio in my link tree.
That's what I wanted to hop up and talk to you about. I am talking to Too Tall right now. She has talked to the brother. He's fully aware of what's going on with Mikey, what's going on with Petty. He has... he knows what they look like. So if they show up,
the best thing to do is to contact the crematory, number one, and let them know what he looks like, and that this man is making threats to come here, ill-intentioned, waste your time, not be a customer, to harass.
Yes.
And I would let them know that and start there. If he does show up, have them trespass him, and then the family has something to operate off of for an emergency TRO.
That's been done already.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So the brother knows what's going on. He knows what he looks like, and I think that she said that the GoFundMe is set up to be able to withdraw, so that so he doesn't lose that money.
Yeah. And even I'm not even in fear he's going to lose it because there has been a death. GoFundMe does investigations and they ask you to send in receipts and proof.
Yeah,
that's
correct.
at the very least, it's just going to delay it like 5 to 7 business days. It's
It'd be annoying.
it's more of an annoyance, but I don't feel that he's going to lose that money. He was over here telling everybody to report my Cash App. I'm like, I'm not even taking money. What are you fucking talking about? My gifts are off. This man's gifts are on. Petty's gifts were on. Scammy Claus's gifts were on. Everybody raising a fuss and screaming the loudest has their gifts on.
So my YouTube is linked on my page. It's not like a link that I have to send anybody. It is the one through TikTok where you log into your YouTube and it's linked right there. I have Petty's live from last night. Don't have the whole thing. I have it from when I went in till it ended, but it's got all the comments. And then I have Mikey's live from this morning that's uploaded on there as well, but it doesn't have the comments, but it has the live.
What I have got to ask people to stop doing is platforming people who are just dragging this out, right? If it's not a Remembrance Happy Live, it shouldn't be happening. Florida Man yesterday and all of that turned into should have never been going on in Hair Junkie. Period.
Buddha, I believe that Chutal is taking some time away from the app right now. But yeah, that's what I wanted to hop up and say.
I
If
appreciate
you
it.
guys need anything, my DMs are open.
I appreciate it. It is just like the best thing to do is just not platform those people. Do not give them the attention that they're looking for. Do not respond to their hatred. Do just protect yourself. And the best thing that he can do is contact, just like we said, it's already been done. These people can rage bait each other all they want with their own bullshit, but leave Hair Junkie and his family the fuck out of it. They do not want any part of your TikTok bullshit. Their family member is dead. Nobody asked for help from his family. We asked, what can we do to help you? And if you aren't going to be helpful, shut the fuck up. Like, plain and simple. Be better humans. And that's why I wanted to come live and discuss that, because I wanted to make sure that we have the clips and that the family is aware. Mittens has confirmed this, that the brother is aware of the insane human on the internet screaming about Florida Man and making threats to the family because of Florida Man. It seems that the problem here is Florida Man. Stop doing that. If you intend on raising money by rage baiting, you can leave Hair Junkie out of it, okay? Family would appreciate that. Thanks. They don't need your donation. Yeah, that's why I don't like ride with that. I don't. I do not. That's why I spoke up. Plus, my 14-year-old was looking at me like, what is this insane bullshit on the internet? And I had to be a mom at the same time. So choices were made to set a good example for my son and say something. I got uncomfortable with my kid hearing what Florida Man was saying. That's what I'm here for. This is your guys' safe place to get better information besides people screaming.
The message gets lost.
It does.
The message gets lost, and the point doesn't. It just doesn't.
Like, it's just, this is insane.
It is when you have to worry about people. Listen, I've dealt with they called the morgue. Okay, they called the morgue to make sure Chris's father passed away. Like, when does it stop? When does it stop?
We've been there. You should probably write that down for third.
Yeah.
Write that one down. Forgot about that.
I'm not joking, Brandy. I swear it. I swear it.
Yeah. They're trying to cause problems for a deceased man and his family. Yes, that is yes. They have made up narratives. Nobody has ever said that the funeral was not paid for. It was paid for on a credit card unexpectedly. We went to the family who had already established the GoFundMe and asked them, what can we do to help you? We love and cared about him. What can we do to help? And these people went to the internet, turned it all around that it's paid for. They're scamming the internet and all this crazy shit. That the brother is estranged, but he's got Hair Junkie's phone, right? And is cleaning out his apartment and has his cat. That's what estranged brothers do. I don't see any Facebook Marketplace photos with his shit. And then they made the insinuation that it's not TikTok's responsibility, that life insurance should be paid for, and they should have planned for this. Tell that to the Texas flood victims of the children.
Everybody else in the world.
Everybody else in the world who suffers, but yet he has his brother's GoFundMe in his bio, and he's in jail. While he also ignored his screaming child in the background to do all this last night.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. That's what you will find on Mittens' YouTube if you go on over there. She's got, a good.
I might need to take a little, I'm going to use Danny's word. I might need to take a little peekaloo.
I'll go find it because I just followed Mittens. I made sure to do that so I could, because she's got it linked in her profile if you didn't follow her.
Oh, Emmy, life insurance isn't even a thing. That wasn't a thing for Chris's dad, but like life insurance doesn't come back for like 6-7 months. Like we're talking about months. This isn't like we'll just wait till next week and it'll be there. No. And life insurance, that's even if you have it.
Yeah, and his name was Hair Junkie for a reason. He did hair. Probably didn't get offered that through his employer. These people are just ruthless. They're fucking ruthless. And to rage bait, like I truly thought better of Petty. He better come out here today with some sincere apologies to save his ass, because this is not going to look good. Not at all.
I mean, my question would be, hey, Pastor Petty, do you have life insurance? Is your
through the fucking military that he was?
But still, is your funeral already paid for and taken care of? That would be my next question.
He fucking claims that it is, and that we all need to plan for it, But not everybody's in the same. There's so much I want to say that I would be ripped across the internet for.
RT, you're doing good with picking your words wisely.
I am trying to choose them wisely, but I'm going to tell you all about what I really think when I hang up the phone here. Which will
It's a repeated behavior of Petty's.
It is.
He goes after people that are genuine people. When I first started hanging around, he was going after Evie's journey, and he was demanding proof that baby was terminally ill, and was calling out him and Kendra.
And I was friends with all of them, and April, a football mom, was helping support all that last year, when all that was going on.
And it just seems like it's just, I don't understand why he's so worried about other people's pockets and how other people manage their money.
Trust us, we wonder the same thing on our side about a few people too.
And like, he calls everyone a scammer, and he calls people who battle scammers. But what's Petty doing now to support himself? Because his wife's not there to support him. He battles now.
Over here, like, yeah.
Shut up. He battles now after all the shit he talked about people who battle?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yep. Because he's got to make his money.
Yep.
But in the fact that he monetized off of Hair Junkie, it is disgusting. And he's like, everyone's like scamming. You shouldn't be monetizing off of him. What the fuck did Petty just do with all them stupid like ads in the live that he uploaded?
So all the things that we're making accusations about over here, about one person is true about Petty.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. What the fuck has happened to him in the last 6 months?
The attention.
And
Who?
he was questioning Snark about helping people in Gaza.
Boy, I'm gonna tell you what, the shit that money will do to your ass.
And, oh yeah, Never Ending Stories. He sells merch too. Like,
Old merch. He did that. That's what they were saying. He did this fucking
and
memory
his was
video of Hair Junkie,
expensive.
but yet had his merch line underneath it.
And his fucking stuff's expensive. It's the hypocrisy. And so I don't have words for it. I'm floored. And he didn't like Hair Junkie. Like, so why would he
All
do a
of these
whole lie
people
about
out
him?
here screaming the loudest do not care about him. It's
Yeah.
the ones who care, who have donated, who have asked how they can help, and we are using our voices and our platforms to tell people how.
Yeah.
That's it. And
But
these
he wants to
people
say everyone is a
are fucking
scammer.
vile. Yeah.
Like, oh, they're just in this for money. I said it last night when I was like screaming. I hope to God that Petty's got his finances in order. I want to see his finances. I'd like to know what burial plot he picked out and paid for. Paid in full. I'd like it to be paid in full. And what funeral home
To
he
judge
wants to
his
go
choices.
to. Like, it's just bullshit.
Fucking sick. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off because I do have to work this evening. I will be back on here and there. We will definitely keep discussing any crazy people. But what I ask you first and foremost and above all is if the crazy shit is starting with the threats under Hair Junkie's name, please leave. Do not give it attention. Just leave. Drop the views. Drop it like it's hot. Get out of it.
And if anyone donates, if anyone does donate, please donate anonymously. Don't have it put your name up there because Mikey was already reading people's names off of it. So.
Yeah, and we got 1465 now. Thank you guys. We're at 52%. 52%.
Awesome. All right, RT, I'm gonna hop down and let you.
I'm gonna give you a call.
Okay, baby.
All right, honey. I will see you all later, and we'll talk again real soon. Keep your chins up and just stay positive. Please stay positive. What would Hair Junkie do?